Hello everyone. In this video, I'd like to talk about Visual Studio 2019, which I downloaded the 30-day trial like 3 weeks ago, pretty much. And before that, I just been using Visual Basic 6 for many years. It's really, I really like it. The Visual Basic 6 is kind of easy to use. But 3 weeks ago, I started using the 2019 Visual Studio, which I really love it. It's really um, it's easy to use. I mean, even I haven't taken any classes for that, which I wanna do it anyways. But without any class, I was able to create a little code here, little application for Windows, and I really like it. It's I tried before a couple years with the previous version, and I just couldn't, get it to start. Right now, this is, what I've done so far. I'm really happy. The the little, just the one window program, pretty much simple. Um, I just started, with the Windows form when you start a new project. And so I put my window here, and then I just input the list view from the tools. I just use the list view here, this one. That's one of the common controls that I use. And the second, it was timer one, timer two, and then the font dialog one. To be able to choose different fonts for the user. So it's pretty simple, but um, I really like it. It's unbelievable all what I can, what you can do when you try. I mean, like I mentioned before, with not even taking a class, you know, to learn how to use um, this software, which is amazing. The software, all the features it has, I really like it. Um, I wish I can spend a little more time. I don't have that much of the time because I work. Like 12 hours a day, so I don't have that much time to do this or to practice this because what I do is a little different than this. Pretty much in the machine shop. Uh, but okay, so this is the code that I use for my little application. Uh, this is when it loads the form. Uh, all the way to here. This is the for loading the form, loading some settings for the user. Uh, and then I have here load. What I'm doing pretty much is loading a file from the network and display it and the list. That's pretty much what I'm doing. And it's constantly checking the file for any changes every a few seconds. I got it every 1 second. I change it every 5 seconds. So every 5 seconds, it's checking the file for any update or changes in the text file. If there's any changes, it load it again. If not, it just leave it like that, and it check it again, and after 5 seconds, and that's the way I'm doing it. And this little part is loading all the data into the list view. And this one, I split in the list view and the columns and a certain percentage that I wanted to, keep it like that. The percentage of the width of the list view for my columns. I have from 0 to 8 columns, and and that's the way you split in the space, the width of the at the window. When you open the user open the window, that's the way you split with that percentage. So no matter what size you go, full size, small size, you're gonna be, the percentage that I want for every column. I just say the percentage in a variable, and then I apply it here. That's the way I want to do it. Then after here, for the shop, I have the status of the CNC machine, and according to the status, I using certainly color, running green, all that. So in this tab, it comes and choose the color, depends on the status of that file that load from the network, and that's what is displaying pretty much. Here the timer one is checking every, like I mentioned before, every 5 seconds for any changes. If it's any change, like right here, check that. If it's any change, come and load it again. If it's no changes in the file, or in the file, I'm just going by the time and date of the last save of the file, the text file. Keeping a record the first when you open the app, you keep the record of the date and time, and from that point, if that changes, then you load it again. If not, just skip it. And here again, this is when it's loading another file with some more information. So actually, I'm loading 3 text files into the list. That's what I'm doing exactly, 3 files. They all text files, really simple. And this one, I'm just splitting pretty much one of the files. And here, just to open the file. It's our program to open the file. When you click and the list view, then a window pop up to change the settings for the font, which is the size, what type of font you want, all that. When you close the form, the application, you're gonna save all the settings that when you choose different settings in the fonts, all that. You save it in the text file for the user folder. So the next time you open it, you're gonna open exactly the same font, the last font that you choose, and it's gonna be the size of the window, the one before you close the window, the application. It's gonna be the size and the location too. So wherever you got the window and you close it, next time you open it, it's gonna be exactly in the same spot. Which I like to have it like that, because you like to have it maximized. You close it, when you open it again, it's gonna be exactly the same maximized. If it's a certain size and a certain location at your display, the monitor, it's gonna be exactly in the same spot. That's what I like. And this, which is the last sub of my code, I just make up something. I just create something to find out what size of font it fits and the window that you have. If you open your app, the application, and you want it in a certain size, you adjust the size of the window, then you find out what size of font it fits, and that depends, of course, on the number of items on the list view, pretty much. And it works pretty good so far. I might have to make some changes in the future, but right now it's working pretty good. So this is pretty much the code for the main form, and then I have the other form, just to change the font size, type, and size, and you want the grid lines, and same, you wanna keep it, that the auto size adjusted. You just check that. Otherwise, if you uncheck it, then whatever size you choose on the font, it's gonna stay the way you set it. But you want it to adjust according to the size of the window. You just check, the auto text or font size, whatever. So that's pretty much for this window. I just have this code, which is kind of simple. That's pretty much what it's doing with the first button, which is the first one is to choose the font size. Open the dialog for the font dialog, and then just the check for you want the grid lines or not. The button number 2 is just to close the windows pretty much. When the form closes, then it say the font that you choose, and the user settings for next time you open the form, you're gonna have exactly the last font that you choose. And here, when it loads the form again, when you have your window, you want to change the font, of course, I have to pick up whatever font already is the font you have in the list view, to display that, and before you choose your font, you can see what font you have currently, the name and the type and all that, the size. And the last here is just the last check, which is just to choose. You want to automatically select the font size that fits on your window, or you want to do it just manually. So let's see what it does here. Play. So as you can see here, showing depends on the color, the status of the machine, and so if I make it smaller, now it's full size, it changed the font. Of course, now it went to a small size font. If I make it smaller, even smaller, I can go to any size I want. You're gonna keep adjusting the font size, and that's what I like. It's pretty nice for displaying the maximum size that fits in the display in the window. Same thing, if I close it right there and then open it again, you're gonna be exactly in that spot. If I put it on this side and close it, open it again, the same one. So if I wanna go maximize and I close it, start again, you're gonna be exactly the way it was, maximize. As you can see too, like I mentioned before, the columns depends, because I put a percentage to each one. That's just the way I come out. How I wanted. I wanted to divide the space and all the columns the way I want to. Kind of small the first one, a little bigger the second. This is much bigger, smaller. So it's a percentage that I have for each one. Maybe this is a lot better ways to do it, but this is the way it come out, and it's working pretty good to keep the size and the column percentage of the window. So that's pretty much all. Go a small font, you go bigger, you just